Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Flora. I'm a singer, songwriter, graphic designer, illustrator, and I'm also passionate about self-healing and self-growth. And in this channel, I'm sharing my experience in healing myself and also tips and knowledge that might be helpful for anyone who might need it. So today I want to make a video because I've been receiving a lot of question from people regarding grieving the loss of pet. So I've been wanting to create videos, but I don't know what I want to make because lately I learned so much and I've been receiving a lot of download, I guess, download from the spirit world. Um, but I don't know where to start. And then, like for a couple of time, I received the same questions. So I think I should start from these questions, which is about how to deal with the loss of pet. Um, I personally not a psychologist or people who have like credibility, I guess, to like talk about this, but I just learned from my experience. So I want you to take what I say with a grain of salt, and I hope you could use your own wisdom and discernment to filter what will work for you personally, because what I'm sharing here is just my personal experience and the tools that I use to help me go through difficult emotions, to help me grieve faster. So I already lost more or less 7 dogs in my life, and when the first time it happened, it was like when I was in high school. um, but back then I was like distracted because that dog, I didn't live with him so for a long time. He was like my father's a friend's dog, and then I think my father adopted him from his friends, and then I'm the one who taking care of him when I was still in high school as well. But not long, I have to move out of the house because I need to attend university. So the dog um, become neglected, and then my father decided to give him to another friend, and then I heard he died, and then I feel like a lot of sadness and anger when it happened, because I feel like I'm angry at myself but also at my father, because I feel like he gave me like such a big responsibility when I'm not ready. I think he want to give me the dog because he think that I really love dogs, and I really love dogs. However, at the time I didn't have enough resources, I don't have enough time, because I have school and I have a lot of um, personal stuff that I need to take care of as well. I was like struggling with disease as well at the time, so it was a lot of emotion, but mostly are anger towards myself and blame towards myself, guilt. And then the second one is well, I just want to make it simple, so because I don't want to just stuck in the story like, um, basically all of my dog died because one of them got poisoned, um, one of them uh, got sick. Yeah, so one died because of, I don't know what's the reason that he died, because he was given away. The second one, he was poisoned. She was poisoned, Yuki. She was poisoned, and then uh, the other one, the rest four, is they died because of disease. And the disease is pretty much the same, which is kidney failure because of blood parasite for Max and Lily. And then for Fly, she have the same disease as me, which is like tumor in the womb. um, yeah, it's like so from my experience, how to deal with grief is, the first thing that I do is just feel. um, I get through the grief like when the first death happened, I was like really really sad, and I I cannot do anything but cry. So I just and at that time I'm also have a therapist, so I was like hire a coach for emotional releasing coach. Her name is Miranda, and she's like specializing in helping me to really suppress emotions. So I was grateful and lucky, I guess, because I have a therapist that I can talk to and consult with to deal with the grief. um, and from her I learned also a lot of concept about um, law of attraction, how I create event that cost me to grieve. Like basically the basic of law of attraction is that our soul condition is the one that attract events in our life. So our soul is consisting of our thought, beliefs, and also our emotions, and then the accumulation of our thought, beliefs, emotion is the one that create our reality. And we also attract events that will reflect back to us what we have inside of our soul. So uh, because I keep creating this event where I lost my pet, which is for me, my pet, my dog used to be the reason why I want to leave. Because I was depressed when I have them, and not 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 when I have them, like, because my depression is like happening like this. Like suddenly my depression get worse in some point, when like I have to deal with breakup, when I have to deal with my tumor. And then at that time I was really depressed, and then my only source of joy, I guess, was my dog. Because I think at that moment I don't feel like I have anyone that I can talk to, and I don't have anyone who can hold a space and accompany me crying all days. Like my therapist can, but she'll also have another things that she need to do. So I just spend my time mostly alone with my dogs, because I feel like people judge me at that time, and I cannot express my true feelings towards them. So my dogs are the only one who are capable to be there for me without trying to fix me, without judging me, without give me advice that are unsolicited. So my dog play a big role in my life as love, as a giver of unconditional love, I guess. So, and the reason why it was so hard for me when I lost them for the first time is because there is such a big pain that they, for me, they like embraced my pain. So I feel like I have this wound, like a hole in my heart that was left behind by, people that I grew up with, my family, the trauma that I experienced when I was a kid. So I have a huge wound in my soul, and then I was needing and needing a lot of love, because I feel like when I grow up I don't have that in my life, and I just go around with a hole in my heart. uh just like a short story. I i i never really leave my mother and father, because I lost my mom when I was 17 months or 18 months, I guess. She divorced my father and she moved to a different country. So I was being taken care by my grandma, and then my father are mostly working, and then my mother my grandma, not long after, like when I was 4, uh, she also passed away, and then I have a stepmother as well. But I think the damage is already done. I have this abandonment wound, and because I have this abandonment wound, I have a lot of belief about myself that are supporting this wound. So because a kid, like a young kids, are naturally narcissistic, so they always think that they are the center of the world, and when things happen they will blame themselves. And then yeah, that's what I do when I was a kid. So I used to blame myself for the things that are happening around me, and then I pity myself a lot as well. I have a lot of negative self-thought, because I feel like a lot of people, adult around me, also pitying me. I think I also, just absorb that belief system from them, from the people around me. So I end up believing that I will be abandoned, and people whom I love will leave me. And with that thought pattern, when I have a dog, which are very cute, very loving, very tender, very, they're just such a joy to be around. And I believe, like, because God create dogs and animals, I think, is to give us unconditional love. So that's why, like, when they passed away, it it triggers so much sadness in me. But in another, when I'm here, when I'm already grow, after I just like allow myself to grieve, I learned that actually, their role is to help me to access deep sadness and deep grief that I suppress inside my soul, that I will not be able to access if I don't have a dog, and if I don't lose them. So the events itself somehow is actually a gift. And then the second thing is, like, they are actually not really die. So yeah, I guess the things that make us suffer is the lack of knowledge as well. So when I learn from people that I feel attracted to watch in YouTube, so when the pet passed away, their body go back to the ground, but their soul still live around us. And if we are being sensitive enough, we are open to communication with spirit, we still can talk to them, we still can play with them, we still can communicate with them, and we can still meet them in our dream. So when we sleep, we can travel to where they live in the spiritual world, and then we can see them. And then actually, from AJ, from divinetruth.com, he also say that, there is a space in the spiritual world where all the animals that are already extinct in this planet earth live, including the dinosaurs. And yeah, so I'm excited to die. Not that I don't like appreciate life, but I feel like I'm not afraid of death as much as I used to now, because I've learned and I've experienced uh how death is actually a gift as well. Because in this world, I guess the media, the movie that we watch put like, not put, give in our head such a negative view about death, that cause people to even want to kill other people just so they can stay alive. Well, actually, to die is a gift, is freedom. So, and then after we die, if we are like in a good soul condition, if we don't have a lot of anger, sadness, and we don't have a lot of bad karma, we will pretty much live in a very nice place in the spiritual world, and we can explore different dimension, and we can meet different type of animals, and all the animals that are being abused on earth, that already passed away, are living in the spirit world. That's why one thing that helped me so much in grieving is that the fact that actually my dogs is still here around me. And um, the more sensitive I become, the more I am connected to God and connected to the source, connected to and have my all of my chakra aligned. And then I will be able to communicate with them like more freely, and then I can play with them, and they will be still around me, and I can feel their love coming to my heart. And then, so yeah, I think that's what I want to share to you guys who are grieving your pet. The fact that they are still around you, and you're just not being able to see their physical form, but they are always be with you in your heart. So I think that part, the belief, it's already being able to help me to, to not be so sad. And then the second thing that I want to share about how to grieve is just to, what I do is I just like, just not trying to control anything, and I just listen to my body and to just grieve, like cry. And I'm crying, and I just like try to not think negatively about myself, about the situation. I don't try to blame anyone or anything. I don't blame the doctor, I don't blame my family, I don't blame myself. So it's just like I accept the fact that they died, and then I don't know 100% sure what is the cause. So and then there is nothing I can do about it, so I just learn to accept the situation as it is and just allow myself to feel whatever I'm feeling at that moment. um it's a mixture of many emotions: sadness, grief, disappointed, and then yeah, I think um we try to not blame, but I think it's also important to just honor the emotion that you're feeling. So if you're feeling angry as well to yourself, it's also okay to just speak it out and honestly say it out, like, I'm angry at you, Flora. And then just speak it out. I just sometimes I record myself talking to myself and speak out how I feel. Sometimes I write how I feel in a letter and then I just rip it off. And then yeah, just allow yourself to go through your feelings, and taking care of yourself, listening to your body. I think when Fly, the last dog that passed away, died, the day after she died, I was just in my room and I locked my room, and I don't feel like connecting with anyone. I don't feel like sharing story with anyone, and I don't want to get stuck in the story, because the story is not what going to be able to help me move forward. So what I do is I just lie down on my yoga mat in the corpse pose, and I do like breath work, which is like just deep breathing. Inhale with nose, exhale with nose, like that, from the diaphragma. So I take a deep and long intentional breath to the stomach, and I just feel whatever, and I was just crying, and I was just like accept the thing as it is, that she's gone. And then another tips that I want to share is also smile while crying. Just try to smile and accept that the event, the death is a gift as well. And then and it's also to honor the memory, the beautiful memory that you know um you experience with them while they're alive. And yeah, when a fly died, I was just like smile while crying, because I love her so much and she was so cute. And I think even now I still can cry, because she's such a sweet soul, and I feel so much love for her and from her. So I just allow myself to cry and smile and be grateful for all the things that she gave me. And I also forgive myself for all the things that I might lack of. So it's just like being unconditional towards yourself and being grateful for all the memories that you have together. So I think, yeah. And I suggest you to also just um, be creative. Like when Max passed away, like I feel such a deep urge to write a song about him. So I just write a song while I'm crying, and then now the song is you can watch it online actually in YouTube. It's called Most Beautiful by Flora Marcella. And then not long after I create that song, I also write a book about him. And then just like that, I just follow my intuition. Just be gentle toward yourself, and ask yourself what do you really need, and just be there for yourself and get your needs met, and then move on. And you don't have to rush, you don't have to rush your healing. It's okay to take as much time you need to cry, to grieve, and just enjoy. I don't know if that's helpful, but that's what I can share to you guys. um yeah, I don't know, is there anything else that I want to share? mm, Nothing, I guess. So yeah, I hope you can get through the grief and honor the love and be grateful for all the beautiful memories that your dogs, pets, or cat, or any different animals, I don't know what pet you have, yeah, just send them a prayer. I like to uh like collect flowers and put the flowers on top of my dog's where she's buried. And then like now, because I become more sensitive, I can feel her like here around me. And then I'm not afraid anymore, and I'm not so sad anymore. And then mm, and then just meet your needs, just ask yourself, what do you need, and then try to meet it yourself. And also, it's nice if you can just move around your body, do exercise, dance, and eat healthier, spend time in nature. That's also help. Just do things that will make you happy, and then be gentle towards yourself, while also allowing yourself to feel whatever you're feeling, the anger, the sadness, the fear, the guilt. Accept them, and I think you'll be okay. So that's all from me, guys. I hope this could be helpful, and see you next time. uh, if you want to buy my book, it's the story about my dogs, how my dogs helped me heal. It's still only available in Indonesian language. It will be in the link below. Okay. uh oh yeah, the English version, I'm still translating it. All right, that's all for me. See you, bye, God bless you.